People living in the Gambia. September 21st marks the International Day of Peace. Established in 1981 by the United Nations General Assembly's Resolution 36-37, the General Assembly's Resolution 55-282 in 2001 unanimously voted to designate the 21st September as a day to strengthen the ideals of peace through observing 24 hours of nonviolence and truce. The day is observed globally through education and public awareness activities on issues related to peace. The theme for the 2020 International Day of Peace is Shaping Peace Together. In the Gambia, the day will be commemorated by various stakeholders, including the National Youth Council and its regional structures, UN system, local government area councils, and civil society organizations in all the regions of the country through the series of programs planned for the commemoration. This year, however, the whole globe is challenged by the COVID-19 pandemic. It is clear in all countries that we are not each other's enemies, but our common enemy is a tireless virus that has threatened our health, economic, social security, and way of life. COVID-19 has thrown our world into turmoil and forcibly reminded us that what happens in one part of the planet can impact people everywhere. In the Gambia, we have made great efforts and undertaken initiatives to promote peace after going through many years of tyranny, total disregard for the rule of law, fear, and panic. Following the eventful 2016 presidential elections, the government of the Gambia, under the leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow, has ushered in a peaceful democratic dispensation that guarantees Gambians of every hue, tribe, and creed a peaceful coexistence and rights to live as human beings. This is always evident in the utterances of His Excellency the President, who always tread the mantra that we need peace to move the Gambia forward. We attain this peace thanks to the benevolence and compassion of our neighbors, especially Senegal, and by extension ECOWAS and development partners who came to uphold the results of the 2016 elections and establish peace for a sustained growth and economic development that the Gambians are looking for. For furtherance of maintaining peace and tranquility, the government of the Gambia, with support from partners, has embarked on various reforms such as security sector reforms, electoral reforms, constitutional review and transitional justice through the formation of Truth and Reconciliation and Reparation Commission and the Janneh Commission. While we grapple with efforts to accomplish our various peace missions, we are currently threatened both economically and politically by the emergence of the global COVID-19 pandemic. This disease has brought to us misery and suffering and continue to pose threats to the attainment of our national development goals. The attainment of our national development goals, the preponderance of this disease of a Himalayan magnitude, if not fended off, I believe could worsen our poverty, if not fended off, I believe could not worsen our poverty, could worsen our poverty status, unemployment levels, and further increase the threat of instability in the Gambia and the world at large. Fellow Gambians, as we celebrate the day, let's remember that COVID-19 pandemic is our common enemy and has distorted our economic and social lives as we never expected before. We lost some of our loved ones, some of whom are influential leaders in our communities, while others lost their jobs and means of livelihood. The government took necessary but difficult measures to flatten the curve to reduce the loss of more lives, although this brought some difficult experiences in our lives. COVID-19 has also increased the risk of sexual and gender-based violence in our homes and neighborhoods, as more people are forced to stay at home due to loss of jobs or means of earning, and most of these victims are women and children. I wish to note that the COVID-19 virus is our common enemy at this point in our lives, and this requires all of us to work together to defeat it. In observance of the day, therefore, the government of the Gambia is calling on all warring parties anywhere in the world to lay down their weapons and focus on the battle against this unprecedented pandemic. Peace should permeate in every part of the world to make the world a better place for all. We can promote peace for humanity's benefit by shaping peace together. While this message is intended for armed parties in countries suffering from conflict in the world, it is also a vital message for countries living in peace to increase solidarity and cooperation across borders. Sectors and generations as we need to win this fight against the worst public health crisis of our times. On behalf of the government of the Gambia, I wish to use this opportunity to salute all the stakeholders working to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. This includes frontline workers, including the health and security personnel, for the great services that they are giving to humanity to recover from the virus as well as reduce the spread. You are our heroes. During this pandemic, I also wish to extend our appreciation to our development partners at home and abroad for the support given to the government to respond to the pandemic. It would not have been easy for the government without your valuable technical and financial support. I also wish to appreciate the parents and families for caring and supporting people infected with the virus. Let's continue to show compassion and care for people affected in the families, neighborhoods, and communities, and refrain from discriminating and stigmatizing them. As we struggle to defeat COVID-19, Gambian voices on shaping peace together is more important than ever. In these difficult times of physical distance, wearing of face masks and continuous washing of hands with soap and water, which are all new additions to our daily lives. We encourage you all to keep up with these regulations and guidelines to reduce the spread and bend the curve. This International Day of Peace will be dedicated to fostering dialogue and collecting ideas on how to weather this storm, heal our planet, and change it for the better. Even though we may not be able to stand next to each other, we can still dream together. Let's continue to stand together and support each other to defeat the virus as we shape our peace together. May peace be with all of us. May peace thrive in the world, and may the light of peace shine upon humanity. I thank you all for listening. Thank you.
Lampi kan iwan kaspa o jibe coach fo fila banta ko do fila ila kaspa o sanna
ko do bar suwa ko tale ko wato ro ngam Mamadou Kumandi ba hello Mamadou abijan dron ko tarande du ko rimbala yende manan kaspa wala say ha bantale hadi pentiji yo okay mabakuna abarka ba kayame
Maria ite Mamadou batara no batala banko kan nyadi le ka kaspa o kini te jang say
ngodo fe malon ko ballo ya kala ko tan ibe bantala banko kan dawoda ese kaspa o kino kana gambeja ado abe tariyari nyami aba soniyari wala fananya inyanta min kala drong wala ko log onto www.baluwo.com ye prepaid electricity sang min ka bonale electricity company solto min bale Gambia banko kanjang Senegal Mali Nigeria and Sierra Leone.
Debunking COVID-19 myths. Myth 1.
I'm not scared of COVID-19. Africans cannot contract the virus.
COVID-19 can affect anyone of any race. nationality, or skin color, as we have seen in many African countries, including the Gambia.
Myth 2.
Is it true eating garlic can help you prevent getting COVID-19?
No, there is no evidence for that. Keep washing your hands. Maintain at least 1 meter physical distance from others and use the preventive measures to protect yourself and the people you love.
Myth 3.
Hi, did you know that Gambia is spared? COVID-19 cannot survive in hot climates.
Actually, COVID-19 survives in all climates, hot or cold. Look at our neighboring country. We have to continue washing our hands and avoid touching our eyes, nose, and mouth.
Myth 4.
COVID-19 that only affect the urban areas. We are not affected here in the rural areas.
No, not all cases are in the combos. There are confirmed COVID-19 cases in other regions of the Gambia.
Star GSM felay promotion bana fina molye minul be mararing tanko bundala Gambia banko kanjang minu buko policeol armed forceol immigration customs ani lanjurtol datalar bala keta smartphone la minka sannu wini woro sang wini woro doma isa soto minka sannu wini woro sang wini lul minka sannu wini lul sang wini nani manda smartphone doma simple phone fanan minul ka sannu kemelula sang kemenani talulu milbe kemenani talulu sang keme sabatalulu ning original techno simple phone minu ka sannu keme konontola sang keme woro isa soto mobile ambulance dum keme woro domma Star GSM e tableto soto le pro dinningol wuli kilin keme sey domma isa soto nyin tabletol minu ka sim card uta wili fula keme saba isa soto HD universal remote fanam bijele flat screenol mini yalon ko la receiver be konole 42 lombang wala 43 inches isi soto no $4,999 wala $8,999 Star GSM manda wodom mala ngani original face mask sol sotole minsal tanka coronavirus sotola nga air freshenal fanan sotole pour alla sabati dinkiral aning official nyim bala muran tulul fanan bijele nyim flash couple ka bonali america alse muna fangala la official do wara alla sabati dinkiral pour jikando wala jisuma anda se sambano tilo mume ngani designer spray fanan sotale min zero ka tarafengo bala fo montoro wati monni nani andi botanam france le anin dubai isina jibe no na bumbato min fele kombosila drive serekunda oje johnson nyati lingol wala nanyun kunkilim bitikol min fele talindi marseto anin tabo koto traffic light auto isen kumandino 7002494 wala 9901122 Star GSM mfanankan kato dango kele puru mimbe banko sambala nyato Star GSM.
Bari wusi coronavirus lu lawla jangoro bi aka deger bopa ngala jox ma sa nopa corona can be transferred to another if a person sneezes that doesn't mean the person has it neysa
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Nenda.
Ñu ngi rek
Seen fan bi ñaata la?
Abi.
Comme yele la.
Sorry soxna si balal ma.
Balal
ma. Check la bala ngay def.
nga gele nañu xé corona
Lo gis?
Mu ngi
maa yow normal yow de yow yàlla rek xalaa fay yow foo amee lii man dama am ay bérébu liggéeykaay yu bare te dama bëgg a saytu suma liggéeykat yi seen wér gu yaram
dëgg la
te lii dama ko war a am ut naa ko fu nekk mënuma koo am
gis nga lii nag am ko yóbbu na de mu ngi fi
lii foo ko amee yow
gis nga bu fekkee da nga koo soxla
waaw
dawal Kairaba Avenue boo jógee Westfield mel ni kuy dem Kairaba bi
waaw
booy rombu Alliance Franco rek
waaw
rombu AIC
waaw
building bi ci topp
waaw
ñu koy wax smartphone house
waaw
boo fa duggee rek loo ci soxla ñu jaay la ko
yow man foofu dinaa fa dinaa ci mën a am lu bari lu tolloog fukka
loo ci soxla ñu jaay la ko te ni nga ko bëggee noonu lañ koy defee.
gis nga yow da nga muus gis nga lii waxuma la man rek waaye ku nekk daf ko war a ut.
maa la wax loolu.
lii jaaduwul rek ci place yi dafa jaadu ci kër yi jaadu ci béréb liggéeykaay compagnie yu mag yi.
te boo ko amee nag te sa prévision sa xel dafay dal.
wax dëgg yàlla
ñëpp a ko
bari na ñuy dox foog ne ñu ngi feebar te ragal a dem lopitaan.
maa la wax lii de
jërëjëf yow dama la yàgg a bëgg a waaye tey la rawati nag.
boo paree dem fa ñu jaay la ko boo àggee rek ñu dul la ko.